to go to Paris.
Pancras International Station. Due to power failure, we will not be stopping at St Pancras Station. If you need that station,
So hello from St Pancras International Station. I am about to get on the Eurostar to Paris, the city of love, except I will be going on my own and it's a self-love trip. So I will be going to flea markets and vintage shops and eating chocolate mousse and all sorts. So I'm extremely excited. So I've got one day there on my own, pretty much one day on my own, not a full day. And then I've got 3 of my mates coming. So it's going to be so fun. So the gates haven't opened yet. Just waiting for the gates to open, and then I will go through. I'm feeling really excited. I'm actually feeling weirdly a bit nervous. I don't know why, like travelling on my own. I feel like I've realised recently I'm not actually as adventurous as I probably used to think I was. So I feel a bit nervous that something's going to go wrong, but it's not, because I'm already here and I'm here on time and I'm here early and everything's fine. So this time last year, I came to Paris with my mum and it was such a lovely time. We had the best time. So literally a year later I'm going with some friends. I almost feel like I'm cheating on my mum. It's really weird. And so just the fact that I don't have to work for 5 days is so unbelievably exciting to me. Like, I am so excited not to have to turn on a bloody computer and look at an Excel or Word document for hours on end. I just feel so much freedom right now, so I'm really happy about that. So, and I've got my book, so I'm going to read my book on the Eurostar. It's actually a book that a family member wrote, which is amazing. So we've actually got a published author in the family now, and it's actually really relaxing, and it's fiction. I don't normally read fiction, so I think that's why I'm finding it really relaxing, because I think I normally read self-help books, and I actually have realised that reading self-help books is not relaxing. You're basically realising all the stuff that you don't do and all the work you've got left to do. So actually, you know, and all the stuff you need to implement now that you've read this. So part of me is like, actually, I think it's a bit stressful reading self-help books. So reading fiction, I'm finding it really chilled. It's like a spa for my mind. So let's have a little solo date together. Let's explore. Odd. Hello. So, lesson number 1 of travelling to Paris. I don't think Google Maps understands Paris, because how come it's taken me to the nearest tube and it's now saying that I have to walk another half an hour? I mean, what? So this is a bit annoying. The original metro that I wanted to get on, I couldn't get on because it was suspended. So I had to wait 20 minutes for that, and then it didn't come. And then my tickets wouldn't work in the other machines. Then I had to figure out how to get this Navigo pass, which was like so not user friendly. The attendants refused to speak to anyone. They were like, no. And now I'm having to walk half an hour. So anyway, I'm actually really tired, but hopefully we'll get there. I think I'm in the French Chelsea. So everyone's looks, wearing Ralph Lauren polo shirts and brogues, and it looks really clean and nice around here. This feels so weird. 3 floors. Should I take the escalator? No. happy right now, I've got to say. I'm pretty content. I'm getting hungry, my stomach's rumbling, so I'm going to try and find a local restaurante or something of that nature to go and eat in. I did actually see a really sweet one literally down the road and didn't have many people in, and it looked cute, so I'm gonna see what they offer and come along with me because we're gonna have a little date. I'm dating myself, I'm dating you, you're dating me for the next 2 minutes in the video probably. Let's go and get some delicious French cuisine. How do you say dinner in French? Le petit déjeuner? No, that's breakfast. I don't remember. I can understand why French people don't like English people. Already managed to embarrass myself in front of the waitress. Obviously couldn't pronounce the most basic of French words, but anyway, it's making me really want to learn a language. I should get on that pretty soon. So that was the nicest little afternoon. The waitresses were really lovely and they were talking about how London was their dream city and asking me where I was from and blah, blah, blah. And I'd asked for, I have no idea how you pronounce it. I'm so bad at pronouncing it. Diabolo, which is basically like fizzy water, but with like a really sugary, like flavoured syrup in it. So like here they love grenadine, but you can have like strawberry or whatever. And I used to come here a lot. I used to come to Paris and France a lot because of something in my past, which sounds really... Anyway, I used to come to France and Paris a lot for something. So I would always have it when I came, and she kind of just thought it was funny because apparently it's like something that French people have when they're like really young, like little children, and I'm like in my late 20s and I asked for it. And then I went to that little corner store and picked up these because I feel like I should. So I think they're just chocolate hazelnut sticky things. And then tagadas, which I also am obsessed with. Again, I used to have these all the time when I was in France. So I think they're basically like, you couldn't get a more sugary snack, to be honest with you. So it's literally pure sugar rolled up in a ball and flavoured strawberry flavour. And I am now absolutely exhausted. I'm so knackered. So I'm going to go to bed and get ready for tomorrow, I guess. Tops got tighter as the day gone on as I've eaten more. And now I'm going to pretend that this is my little apartment for the night. Like literally, I think my number one dream in life, I've got to be honest, like more than anything else, is I just love my own place, my own house, my own apartment. That's literally like my number one thing I would love. But obviously, as we know, we won't go into the politics of it all, but the housing market's a bit of a joke. So who knows when that will happen, but I feel like maybe I should try and manifest it. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for coming on the date with me. So it's a little bit later than I'd like, which is annoying because I was getting those cute window shots, so that took me a while. I'm now on my way to some breakfast. I could do with a sexy, sexy, sexy coffee. I'm a bit worried I look like a complete pillock with these glasses on. I really don't know if I'm pulling them off. I feel like I might just look desperate. But anyway, I think I really want to go to a flea market, which I think are really big here at the moment. I've seen them all over Instagram and they look amazing, and you can get like, I really want to get some jewellery, like some gorgeous, like opulent old looking rings, and I would love like a dainty silver watch maybe, or maybe even a gold watch. Like one of those really pretty kind of antique ones, which I saw somebody online said she got one at Flea Market for like €4 or something, which is amazing. So I'm so hoping, I've done my research and there's one around here, so I'm hoping that it will have that kind of thing. And then something a bit more productive, not that we have to be productive on holiday, we don't, but there's a statue to somebody that in French history that I'm weirdly obsessed with, who I've talked about on this channel before, which I won't go into, but he's a basically he was an incredible man of colour that rivaled Napoleon during the French Revolution, and he's been erased from history mostly by Napoleon successfully. And there is a statue where he once stood, which was torn down by the Nazis. So there was a statue of him made, I think, in the 20s, maybe before, and it was torn down by the Nazis during the occupation of Paris. So they put another statue up instead to commemorate the victims of the transatlantic slave trade, of which he was also a victim of that in his early years. So because I'm obsessed with this person, I have actually pitched his story to the company that I work for, the documentary company I work for. I actually would just like to go and see it because it's literally half an hour from the Airbnb, which is amazing. Also, seeing my hair like this is really making me want to get my braids back. I'm so over my natural hair colour. This is my natural hair. And I'm so over the colour. It's so funny because when I was younger and I used to straighten my hair, I was obsessed. I used to love it. I used to love the way it looked. The older I get, the more I just think it's boring. It's like boring on me, not boring on other people, but I feel the most kind of like elegant and the most kind of like unique when I have braids. Having said that, the silver lining is my hair has grown so much. I cut my hair to about, no joke, about here last year because it was so damaged because I had been straightening it. So it was like literally like there, and then so it's about 1.5 years and it's now here. So the growth's been amazing. Every day I wonder if I should cut my hair again into like a really short bob like that. I feel like it's beautiful on people. Like I feel like it makes people look so fresh and young. Like even when I do this, I'm like, that looks really classy. It's making me confused. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee. Catching up, I finally found a quiet spot in the park. All the quiet spots were taken, so I was too embarrassed to vlog. But this park, to me, immediately reminded me of Battersea Park in London, which I used to run in. It's actually even busier than Battersea Park, which is really quite an achievement. So I went to that flea market, got told off by somebody for taking a video, so that was a good start. But I did get my lovely watch I wanted, which I think I told you about earlier that I wanted a watch. So this is a gold one, and I love it. I love it. It was €13, which I think for a flea market is a bit of a stitch up. He obviously knew that I was not French. He actually thought I was Brazilian, which I thought was interesting. I get that quite a lot actually. But he kind of couldn't believe that I was English. He was like, you look so Brazilian. Then I saw that lovely statue to Thomas Alexander Dumas, and I was so proud of myself because I understood most of the blurb of the statue, which was a surprise because obviously my French is shocking. I'm much better at reading French than I am speaking it. Like I cannot, I can't even get by now. So my French is totally deteriorated, which is so crap, but what did I expect when I don't practice any French? But this trip's also reminded me that I really want to, during my lifetime, I really want to learn a language. It sounds really morbid, but I always hated the idea of dying without being able to speak another language, and I think it's so impressive and so attractive when people are bilingual. So I would love to learn a language. I think that's something I really need to start thinking about and like figuring out how I do that. I'm wondering, because I'm a freelancer, not that I have endless money, which I don't, I'm wondering if I do like an intensive language course. Not here. I think I'd probably prefer to learn Spanish because I find it easier and I think it's potentially more useful. So my friends are on their way now. They are on the planes and on the Eurostar. So that's good. So I'll go meet them in a few hours. But anyway, hope you're enjoying as much as I'm enjoying. Yeah, I'll talk to you in a bit. Bonjour again. I can't believe how much I'm talking in this vlog. Normally I just cannot do that sort of thing. I'm just awful. Despite having the most wonderful time, I kind of can't believe it that I have this weird kind of pang of sadness right now because I'm feeling lonely. But my friends are literally just touched down in Paris. They're in the airport. So I've got about 1.5 hours left of solitude. Despite having thought that I was a natural loner, and I think I am a natural loner, like I really love alone time, I do think that as I'm getting older, I'm actually appreciating being surrounded by friends and family much more than before. I might go back to that cafe to get one of those cookies because it reminds me of the New York cookies, the Levain bakery, I think, which everyone on all the New York vlogs that I watch always goes, and they look bloody insane, and those cookies remind me of the Levain New York cookies, even though I've never had one. But I feel like I deserve it, so I'm gonna go and get one. Secured, I'm excited. Cost me €6 though, so let's hope it's worth it. I got a white chocolate and cranberry cookie. Could have done without the cranberries, if I'm gonna be honest with you, but let's see if it converts me to fruit cookies. I am an oat and raisin gal, I will say that, which I know is really controversial, so maybe I'll like this. Right, let's try it. Yeah, good. It's really good. It's just like a really, really, really thick Sainsbury's bakery cookie. And that may sound like an insult, but it's really not. Because if you've had the Sainsbury's bakery cookies, you know where it's at. Hey,